Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Talk, and it's time. It's Halloween. So, today's the last episode of our Halloween reviews, and we're doing it with my personal favorite, and that is Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. But first, before we dive into all that, if you are a fan of 4K Blu-ray reviews, movie reviews, tech and game reviews, we try and do them all here on the channel, and nothing helps out more than by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. So Halloween 3 was originally released in 1982, directed by Tommy Lee Wallace, not John Carpenter like many believe, but it is produced by Deborah Hill and John Carpenter, their writing team that they did, and it feels like a John Carpenter movie.
It does, very much so.
And on top of that, this film actually, it caused quite a few issues when it first came out. This is the first one that didn't have Michael Myers in it, and a lot of people were really confused by that. They were really mad about that. And it wasn't until 1988 with Halloween 4 that they brought back Michael Myers with the return of Michael Myers.
And saved the franchise.
No, I disagree completely with that. Because Deborah Hill and John Carpenter's original direction, they wanted Halloween to be
in an anthology series where it's a different story every year. I get it.
Yeah.
So why did they do Halloween 2?
Well, Halloween 2 was kind of like, I'll do one for the studio. The studio really wanted to make Halloween 2 because it made a lot of... And John Carpenter didn't direct that either. So, it wasn't his plan, his idea. His idea was Michael Myers was just one story that he wanted to tell. Mm-hmm. But people love Michael Myers, and...
It's an amazing story.
I get that. People love Michael Myers. It makes a lot of sense. I love Michael Myers, too. But if you're going to ask me what my favorite Halloween movie in the franchise is, it's going to be Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
It's insane.
It's such a good movie. And I get getting... And you know what? I'll give Matt this. You did try again.
I've tried multiple times. Okay, I'll say the first 3/4 of the movie is pretty good. But it's just a dumb story. I do not like where they went with the story. I mean, I like Tom Atkins slinging dick all around town because that's what he does in every single movie.
He's hitting on the nurse. He's got his wife who just, plays Anne Brackett from Halloween.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know how they aged her up. I guess it was that sweatshirt they wrapped around her neck.
The other lady, what was the other doctor
the girl doing the autopsy?
Right?
Yeah. He's charming her to make her do all the stuff for him.
Yeah.
And then he's hitting on the, he's grabbing a 6-pack to go drink at the hotel with the young girl.
Yeah. He's telling his wife, "Oh, I got work. I can't make it home."
He can't make it home. He's like, I gotta go get laid at this shady motel.
He's a real ladies' man. He's got the magic stick, I guess. I want to like this movie because I love the cover of it. I love the theme, I guess. The tone of the movie is great. I like, again, the first half of the movie, I'm in. It's not bad. It's just that fucking song gets a little annoying.
Really? I love the song.
Yeah, it gets a little annoying. They overused it a bit.
Almost time.
Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween.
But
I'll give you that. They play it every day for
right, but I just think it was what was the motive?
Well, the reason was because, it does get very convoluted, but the way the plot is Colonel Cochran or whatever is, and Connell Cochran, he's the guy who owns Silver Shamrock.
Right.
And he basically is like a medium for witchcraft. So they are taking pieces of Stonehenge, putting them into chips that go into masks,
right.
And they're sacrificing the kids. The masks kill the kids or whoever's wearing it. And that's basically them sacrificing them. That's the ultimate goal. And the way to do it is get these masks on the kids, and you need the piece of Stonehenge. I mean, don't get me wrong. It is very convoluted, and saying it out loud, it does sound stupid.
And why does it turn them into bugs?
The bugs and the snakes, I have no idea what that is. I really don't. I've always tried to figure that out.
Bad writing, that's what it is.
It's sloppy. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's a perfect film because yes,
I get it. It could be a guilty pleasure, sure.
I don't think it's even a bad film though to be considered a guilty pleasure. It's tone and atmosphere, score.
Yes, that's all great. I love the score. Fantastic score.
Yeah, and it feels like a Carpenter movie.
It does, but not all of them hit.
This one really
doesn't hit for me. It's
those shots towards the end when the kids are all trick or treating and the sun.
That's
setting.
Awesome. Yes.
Oh my god.
More of that.
I love
Less
that.
of the song and the stupid story because I just didn't understand really
My biggest complaint about the story is when he saves the girl and she's not talking, and then it turns out,
and she's a bot.
And she's a bot, and like it just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's
that's the one point in the movie I'm like, okay.
So what happened to her?
I don't know. That's the one point in the movie where there's a legit plot hole you can point out and go, okay, like what went wrong? Like how did they make an entire skin of her already, or did they turn her into a robot? I get that. But I don't know.
And they never okay, we understand robots and all that, but they never really touched on that. They never understood. They never elaborated on this big army of robots that they had.
Well, he's making them all. That's him. That's his whole plan. You know, the guy from RoboCop. So hey, he knows how to make robots. He has a company of it. This is his second one, you know? Yeah, he's in that. He's great. I don't know. I love this movie. I've always loved this movie. The only time I didn't love this movie is when I rented it on VHS for the first time, and I thought it was going to be another Michael Myers movie.
I remember when I bought that Scream Factory box set, the 10-disc set. I didn't research and I wasn't familiar. I put on Halloween 3 and I got like halfway through it. I'm like, where the fuck is Michael?
Wow, you got to Halloween 3 really late. Maybe that's another reason why you don't like it.
Yeah, I got it very late. So whenever that box set came out, I don't remember. So
I think it's 2015.
Yeah, I was...
Maybe 14.
And I'm usually pretty good with the B horror stuff or the low-budget horror stuff. And this one just... I didn't really like the story. It's a middle-of-the-road movie for me. It's okay. I tried it. I still try to watch this every year. Just maybe I'll like it again, or I'll try it again, and maybe I'll like it. But it just
now, if you came to this, like say, like okay, like one of the boutique studios put this out, like who put out Chopping Mall?
Who was Vestron?
So say Vestron put this out. It wasn't called Halloween 3. It was just called Season of the Witch. It was a recommendation. You grabbed it. Would you be as disappointed? Would you still say it's a bad movie, or would you just say it's a bad Halloween movie because it's in the Halloween franchise? That
can be an argument, but I think I would still say it's a middle-of-the-road movie because it's a silly story. Like, I've got over the fact that it's Halloween. It's just Season of the Witch to me. You know, it's Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, sure. But it's not really... I don't really consider it really part of the franchise, although it is.
You wouldn't like it?
Yeah, I don't think I would like it.
Okay, see, that's fair, because I feel like most people's disappointment came from not having Michael Myers. They didn't give it a chance. But you did give it a chance, and that's fair. So you just don't like it. It's just like how I am with the Rob Zombie Halloweens. It just doesn't click.
Crazy.
Yeah, well, this is how I feel about Halloween 3. And I love Halloween 3. And I'm going to say another positive thing about Halloween 3, and that is its 4K Blu-ray from Scream Factory.
Which I did pick up because, again, I was dedicated to trying it out. And I love the box art. And I wanted to complete the collection anyway, so I was getting it either way. I did just watch it on the 4K, and I do have to admit it's a great 4K, you know? But it's just not a great movie, in my opinion.
Oh, that 4K does have Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos on it, correct?
Sure it does. So when you pop it open, out of this really super nice hard slipcover that Scream Factory did.
I love that. Again, everything about Halloween 3, that box art's the best for me personally. Because I eat those masks up. I think they're amazing. Eventually, like I've said before, if I get enough money ever, I'm going to get that tattooed on my forearm, the 3 masks. Because it's just such a good...
It's not very an expensive tattoo.
Yes, but I'm very poor.
So I did the old switcheroo on the reversible slip covers because instead of having this on both, I have this is the original, right?
That's the original theatrical release poster.
Okay, so so I have that on there. Then you got all the same info on the back. This is how they all are. So you got your 4K in there and your Blu-ray. So this is, I believe, a new 4K scan on a Blu-ray, right? This isn't the same Blu-ray as in that other set?
No, I think that's just the compressed version of the new scan, if I'm correct. I think that this 4K is a huge upgrade over the one that was in the old collection, to be honest with you. I thought that this was... for me, this is my favorite of the 4Ks. This or the first Halloween. Mm-hmm. The first Halloween, though, I believe, is a 4-disc set. Well, this is only 2. So that might still be the best of all the packaging and everything like this. But... I think this cleaned it up. The Dolby Vision does amazing work. Like, even the daylight shots when they first arrive in the town, and it just looks gorgeous with the sun shining through all the green. Like, it looks actually weird. It doesn't look very much like fall in the town they're in.
Yeah, it was for sure definitely a good-looking 4K. I'll give it that. It sounded good. You know, the Atmos track was definitely welcome. Again, I have a problem with the movie itself.
I know, and that's going to definitely take away from your 4K experience if you only opt to grab this 4K. But for me personally, I think it's the shining star of every single Scream Factory release of their 4Ks for the Halloween. So what if they've gone all the way up to what? Resurrection is the last of the Scream Factory releases.
Yeah, we're just missing the Rob Zombie ones, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I think that this is the shining star of every single one of them. Although I think Halloween 1 does have a really nice 4K from Scream Factory. I think it's better than the Lionsgate one, but this, man, I love this. And I watch it every single year, and I love every single minute of it.
Well, now, do you think that's because you like the movie so much you think it was a good scan?
I've thought about that, but no, I really do think it's a beautiful scan. I think the best, if I was going to rank the scans of the Scream Factory ones, I would think it would go Halloween 3, Halloween, and then I think Halloween 4 also has a really awesome scan.
I think they're all great scans, honestly.
I mean, they're definitely all upgrades.
None of them are bad.
You think that the most recent 3 are the worst because they didn't have Dolby Atmos on them, right?
That was the big takeaway for me with the new box set, and the price on those were a little high. I would have been okay with that price if they threw in the Rob Zombie ones, but they did not.
Yeah, well, hopefully we get those down the line. But that's going to actually do it, guys, for our Halloween review series. We're going to do one of these series every single year. This year it kind of lined up with Halloween because Halloween Ends was coming out, so maybe next year we'll do all the Friday the 13th or all the Nightmare on Elm Streets. We don't know yet. Every year it'll be a different series, but I'm really glad that we got to end it with the best Halloween movie that ever was released, and that's Halloween 3.
It's wrong.
But anyway, guys, we will put a Amazon affiliate link in the description below if you want to grab Halloween 3 on 4K from Scream Factory. It's no extra cost to you, and it really does help us out. And guys, stick around for the digital code giveaway because it is Monday, and happy Halloween. Hey everyone, thanks for sticking around to the end of our Halloween 3 review. That's actually the end of our Halloween reviews for the year, so every single Halloween has been reviewed on this channel now. And we hope you guys enjoyed the series. Next Halloween we'll probably either do Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street, and we'll review all of those films. But we haven't decided yet. We got about a year to figure out what route we want to go. All you guys are here for this week's digital code giveaway, and we're here today to spin my magic wheel and find out who this week's 2 lucky winners of the digital code giveaway are. So if this is your first time and this is the first time you've ever entered into the digital code giveaway, you came here today because you entered on Friday's video. You answered one of the 2 questions: what is your favorite director and what is your favorite horror film? And if you answered one of those, your name is on this wheel behind me. And what we're going to do is we're going to spin this wheel twice, and the 2 names it lands on, those are this week's 2 winners, and they have their choice of the digital codes that you saw on the screen before you today. So without further ado, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. We're going to spin this wheel and see who this week's winners are. First wheel spin coming up. Rico Gomez. And Daniel Ann. Congrats, Daniel. Rico Gomez and Daniel Ann are this week's 2 winners. Congratulations, guys. Thank you guys both so much for entering, and thank you to everybody else who didn't win this week's digital code giveaway. We hope you come back to this Friday's video where we'll do this all again. We'll ask 2 more questions, and we're going to pick 2 more winners for next week's giveaway. Now, this week, actually, for everyone who doesn't know, this week we have a lot of new 4K Blu-ray reviews coming up, so if you're subscribed and you're waiting for some video game reviews this week, or some new movie reviews, or some tech reviews, it's going to be mostly 4K Blu-ray reviews this week because I believe we have 7 or 8 4K Blu-ray reviews coming out within the next 7 or 8 days. So it's going to be an overload of 4K Blu-ray reviews. Me and Matt have been diving in, watching movies, comparing them to Blu-rays to find out if they're all worth your time and money. That's the name of the game on the channel this week, is going to be 4K Blu-ray reviews with a lot of good ones coming your way. So thank you guys so much for being subscribed to the channel. And for our 2 winners, to claim your digital code if this is your first time winning, all you got to do is reach out to us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Or you can always reach us at our email at letstalkentmt@gmail.com. Let us know which digital code you want. As long as the other winner didn't take it, that digital code is all yours. And guys, thank you so much for entering into the digital code giveaway, and thank you so much for watching our videos on the channel. We really appreciate it. We appreciate all your support. Thank you so much. It really does mean the world to us. And if you haven't yet and you want to like this video and subscribe to the channel, we would appreciate that too. And then when you do all that, I want you to go out and I want you to tell all your friends. Happy Halloween!